Hi everyone, this is Sunny, and today I had come up with one more new session on Git and GitHub. So let's start our session of today. But before we start, I will suggest to go through my previous sessions so that you can understand today's session. Today we will learn what is GitHub. So let's understand. GitHub is a web-based platform that provides hosting for software development projects using Git, which is a version control system. So now let's understand this with an example. In our previous sessions, what we did, we created project named Git demo from our local repository, from our local machine. So for that what we use Git commands. So this part is already done in our previous sessions. In case you are not aware, you can go through my previous sessions. Now let us say this project named Git demo is created by Sunny. Okay, but in company, like when you are working in the company, it's not a single person who will work on the project. There can be multiple people working on the same project. So let's say we have Suresh, we have Mahesh, or we have Ramesh. So they also are working on this project, which is Git demo. And now Sunny has done the changes. He has created this code. Now how he will share this code to his team member Suresh, Mahesh, Ramesh. So in that case, like how they will collaborate, how the team will collaborate and work on the same project. For that we have a solution which is GitHub. So GitHub is a web-based platform, which means it will provide us the web. Okay, so we can store the code, the changes, the project on web. Now what we will do here, we will store this project on web. Okay, and then the people from our team, Suresh, Mahesh or Ramesh, they can get all the code from web. Okay, which will be easy. So they can get the code anytime and the code will be updated always. Like when Sunny will push change, he will update all the changes and then upload to web. And then the people, the team members can also get the code from web. So that's how GitHub works. It provides us the web-based platform from which we can host. So what we are doing here, we are hosting our project that we have created on web. Software development project using Git. So that we will do with Git commands. So that I will show you later. So we will do this practically. It is a widely used by developers to store. So here what we have done, we have stored code on web to share. Now when the code is like stored here, then we can easily share the code to our team members and collaborate. What collaborate means, multiple developers can work on the same project. So with this GitHub, multiple team members can work now on the same project. So that was possible only with GitHub, when the code we have hosted at web, and then only it's possible for all the team members to get the code, to pull the code and to push the code. Now Sunny will push the code, or anyone who will do the change, they will push the code, and whatever, if anyone need that change, they can pull the code. So that I will show you later practically. So store, share and collaborate. So that's how GitHub work. Now coming next, where do you find the GitHub? So for that I have shared one link, github.com, where we will configure in, we have to configure in GitHub. It's not like you can install this. So it's a platform. So we need to go to this link and then configure there. So let's do this. Git github.com. Now here you have to do the sign up. Click here for sign up. Now here it's asking for email, password, username, and you can provide your details, or you can continue with Google. So Google has already, if you are using your local machine, it has already saved your email IDs. Like when you log into a machine, it asks for email ID. So you will get logged with your Google account. So you can also do login from this account also. Either if you don't need from the Google, you can share your details and then create account. For me, let's log in with Google account. Now this is GitHub. Now here what we do, we will create a repository. So let's create a repository. You will find this button here. Click create repository. It will open this page. Now here you can give some name. Let's give Git demo test 1. Git demo test 1 is available. In description you can give as per requirement. If you need, you can give. Let's keep it blank and then create repository. So the repository is created. You can see here it has given us the link github.com and our email ID which was configured, and then RGB and Git demo, which is our project name. And the next what we have to do, we have to push changes. So those changes we will push from Visual Studio Code, the project which we already created. So we are pushing changes now to GitHub. In the figure what we saw here, Sunny, which we created project Git demo from Visual Studio Code. Now what we are doing, we are pushing our change to web. Okay, so let's do that. And for that what we do, we will open Visual Studio Code. So that also we had already covered in our previous sessions. You can refer in case you are not aware. Okay, so this is our project which is Git demo. Now how to push change? First you need to go to terminal, then go to GitHub again. There are some commands which is already written here. See, for if you need to push or you need to create a new repository, you have these commands. If you need to push change the existing project, you can use these. So copy this here, Control C, and then go to Visual Studio Code, paste Git demo test 1. Okay, then again go to next command, copy this and then go to Visual Studio Code. Now here you can see earlier when we were using this Visual Studio Code, the branch was master, but here now we are changing it to main. Then next is this command git push. Let's do this also, paste. So it's now, it will push all the changes, all the project to GitHub which we have created. Now let's go here. See, right now we don't have any. Let's refresh this. See, there is a no page, no index.html, but now when we refresh this again, you can see the difference. See, in Sunny test 2, you can see we have index.html, and same you will find here also. We have this page which was index.html. So we are able to push change to this our project, our repository which was Git demo test 1. So you can see, if you need to check here, you can explore this. You can check on the page, like, see, this is our first version, second version and third version, which was our last, and the current version is third version. So you can check this. So you can explore this as per your wish. If you need to go back, you can go here, Git demo test 1. Okay, so this is how you can push change from local repository to web. Now let's do one thing here. we will create one more commit. Okay, so we will do one more commit. We will create 4 version, and then I will show you how we can push. So earlier we did push from the commands which were there in GitHub. Now we will do this practically. So let's do this. Now here let's copy this and enter and paste. So this will be our FORTH 4th version. Control S, which will save the file, and the next is git add index.html git commit 4th version. So we have done the commit, and this is our 4th version. Now how, if you go to now GitHub, if we do the refresh, you can see you will still have the 3rd version. See, it is still a 3rd version. Now we have to push our change which we did just in our project. So how can we do that? We have to use git push. Git push, you can see. Now if you go to GitHub again and do the refresh, you will find the change. You can see now it is now 4th version. If you check the index page, you can see it has come. So this is how you can do change from web and then push change from local repository to web. So this part we have done. Now I will show you one more thing. Let's go here. Like if you need to check from remote whether the Git web is connected or not. Okay, so you are connected, or for that you can use the command which is git remote. So let's use this command, git remote. So you can see it's connected to origin, which means it is connected. If you want to check further, git remote, see it has given us the links also, which means you are connected to GitHub. So you have done push. Now what we do here, we will pull the changes. Let's do the pull now. What we will do here, we will do change from now GitHub, and then we will pull those changes to our local repository. Earlier we did change in the local repository and then we push those changes, but now in this case we will do change here in the GitHub and then we will pull those changes. For that, let's add some file. Create new file, give it name as 5th version. No, this is not git fit. Let's give it 5th version, and don't give it a 5th version, you can give it, let's give it a name as test 1. This is for our testing purpose. Okay, then commit change. So commit, you can give 5th version, commit change, commit directly to the main branch, create a new branch. So we'll do change to the existing main branch, commit change. So this is getting saved. So now we are in the 5th version and this is our file which we created. Now what we have to do, we have to pull these changes in our local repository. Now here if you check git log, you will not find this version which we created. See, this is 4th version, 3rd version, and right now head is pointing, this main is pointing to 4th version. Okay, now what we do here, we have to learn what is git pull. So I'm showing you that git pull. once we do the git pull, it will pull all the changes from this GitHub. So let's see it will work or not. So now when we check git log, you can see it's now pointing to 5th version. See, the origin main, it's now pointing to 5th version 1 once we did git pull. So we have checked both git push and git pull. Let's now understand git clone. Till now what we did, we hosted our project on web. We did push and then we pull. So we get code from web and then we also push our change to web. Now what we do here, let's say we have a team like Suresh or Mahesh. We can say, let's say Mahesh need all the project from this web. Okay, so he need all the code, all the changes into his machine. In that case, what we use, we do git clone. For that, what we need is, we need a remote machine. So I don't have a remote machine, but what we can do, we can open git bash. Okay, so let's open this. Let's say this machine is of some team member. We can utilize this, no issue. And then he needs all the code from this web. This one, from this web, git web. So he need all the changes like this project. For that, what we first go to git, like git demo test. Okay, go here. Now here you need to get that link first. So that, let's get that link. That link, let's click on code. Okay, so here you can see, so we have this link. You can simply copy this and then go to git bash and type git clone and then paste and then hit enter. Let's see it will work or not. So it is doing cloning. Now if we check ls, let's say our project, what was our project? It is git demo test 1. You can see git demo test 1. So we have to do cd git demo test 1. Now here you have seen the magic here. Whatever the project was from in the GitHub, we easily pull all the changes, all the project in different machine from the remote. Now if you check ls ltr, we are checking the files whether they exist or not. You can see index.html and test1 file which we just created here in this web. Same we have in Visual Studio Code. Okay, and it's not only, you can also check like git, it's not only the files you have you got from this remote, you can also check the commits. Let's see it will work or not. Git log, see you are getting everything, you are getting all the comments, you can check the comments, you can check the files, you can also check the file. Let's copy this, Control C, okay, let's do Q, git show and the commit ID. This is the commit ID, and then can index.html. See, you can also check the page, you can check all the commits ID. You can do everything from this remote now because you have all the projects. You can do your changes, you can push those changes, and then same will reflect in web, and same other team members can also receive. So this is how you can do the cloning. I think that is enough for the day. I think we can wrap up the session. So that was it for today's session. I hope you understood GitHub and the practice we have done. So we'll come up with the next session shortly. Till then, have a nice day. Bye bye. Take care. Be healthy, be safe, and most important, love your family. Bye bye.